Hi folks, Pirate Tactical here, getting ready to do a tutorial per request, how to disassemble and clean a Glock 19. Now, first things first, as always, when we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean the gun, we want to make sure that it is not loaded, okay? Second of all, we want to make sure that we have no ammo anywhere nearby. We always want to get ammo away from us when we're going ahead and clean a gun. Most of the accidents occur during cleaning with ammo. Now, some of the material that I'm using, again, this doesn't really work for everybody. Everybody has their own little different method, but basically in principle it's the same. I have some COP, some cleaner lubricant and preservative, Hops number 9, old toothbrush, fairly good bristles still, Q-tips, cloth, and a boresnake. Now these boresnakes are worth their weight in gold. This made my life a whole lot easier. Alright, now before we get started, I do want to confess the gun is already clean. I accidentally forgot to turn on the record button when I went through this the first time, and I did a pretty good job cleaning it, so it's not going to be all that dirty. So we'll just pretend that it's dirty. First things first, to disassemble the Glock, it's very simple. After we make sure that the gun is not loaded, okay, we go ahead and we pull the trigger back. The trigger has to be put in the back position, alright? And then we have these two little levers on each side of the frame on the bottom. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to pull the slide back very slightly, just a little bit. We're talking about maybe 4 millimeters at best. We pull the slide back just a little bit, alright? We pull down on the two levers and the slide just comes right off. Now, one of the mistakes people usually do when they do this, they always ask me, hey man, this is not working. They call me, I've been trying a whole bunch of times, I can't do it. Mistake people do right away is they pull the slide too far back. When you do that, you're engaging the trigger mechanism. So when you pull down the levers and you let it go, the trigger comes right back out. I don't know if you can see that. The only way to do it from this point is pull the trigger and then the slide will come off. But not a good idea to do it that way, especially when it's just so easy to just go ahead and just pull back just a little bit. I just go ahead and grip it just like this. Alright, put my thumb around it, grip it, pull back a little bit, levers down, slide comes right off. Now once you've gotten to this point, it's very easy. You have a spring right back here, right inside, go ahead and pull it out. Notice that the part with the face that has a smaller diameter goes towards the front, bigger diameter goes towards the back, so it looks like a little donut. Alright, a lot of times people go to put their gun back and they're like, uh-oh, which side goes which? Now, the barrel, go ahead and just push it forward, right? Then it'll just pop right back out, nice and out, just like that. Now, what I usually do is I start with the slide and the frame. I go ahead and get my toothbrush, dip it into the gun solvent, alright? And I go ahead and I brush all the little faces, hard to reach areas, stuff like that. Once I am done, I get my cloth and I go ahead and I wipe down everything that is still covered in that solvent. Pretty much wipe it dry. Some people think, well, I'll leave a little bit in there, works like a lubricant. Not with the solvent. You want to get all that out of there. Alright? Once you get all that done, do the same thing with the frame. Now the frame, as well as not so much the slide on top, but the frame, alright? And the slide do have some hard to reach areas. That's where the Q-tip comes in. You want to go ahead and make sure you get that Q-tip in there, all those little hard to reach areas where the rag might not be able to get to. Alright? And on the frame on the bottom, lots of those areas all around. You want to go ahead and make sure we get that Q-tip in there. Okay, nice and neat and clean. Once that's done, alright, we go ahead and focus on the barrel. Now the barrel is the easiest one to do. The barrel, snake bore, has the long thread that you go ahead and put to the barrel. It has the two little bristles inside, and this little piece right here, I go ahead and I dip it right into the solvent. Alright? Pass this part right in through here. And when you pull the snake through, alright, the part where the solvent comes up, applying the solvent to the barrel, the bristles follow, and the barrel's wiped clean. And you are done, my friend. All that is nice and clean in there. Alright? You might want to also, before you do that, kind of like scrub the little face of the breech right in there. For all intents and purposes, you're done. Then everything's going backwards. Alright, we want to go ahead and put our barrel in. Alright. Oh, before we do that, apply a little bit of brake free. Alright, CLP, just a little small areas. Alright. And you're done. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Bye.